Hi guys, and welcome back to another session of the Youth Festival podcast. As you already know, it's a platform where we have young people coming together to share their experiences and ideas while nurturing a community of young creatives and professionals. And I am your host, Engracia Ifuake Mofoman. Today on this session, I have an exceptional person. She's a young woman and I admire her a lot. Her story has empowered me and I hope it does to you as well. Hi.
Hi.
Please let us know who you are.
Okay. I'm Lordina. I'm a mother and a student of the University of Ghana.
Okay, that's exciting already. You're a mother.
Yes.
Wow, you look so young to be a mother.
Actually, I'm little of age.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay to ask for your age?
Yes, it's
Please-
totally okay.
please
I'm
tell us.
23 years old.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
I feel happy. It's a crazy experience, but I'm very happy.
Well, we are here to know what the experience is about,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, you said you're a mother, and then
Yes.
you go as well to Legon.
Yes.
Is it okay to know what you're studying at Legon?
Yes. I'm studying psychology, sociology, and information studies.
You do that whilst you're a mother.
Yes, I do.
Clap for yourself. That's really lovely of you. But then, since we are here to talk about your story so that we can have some people also get empowered, because I am already knowing, I've heard a lot about you. In fact, I'm a fan, right?
Thank
And
you.
I can't wait to learn more from you. I want to learn more from your story. And I wanted to know the source. How did it all start? How did you become a mother at 23 years old? And you still go to school?
Yes. So it's not an easy decision to make. You don't just wake up and decide to do things like that. And I don't think people should just give up on themselves because they become mothers or fathers at some young age where like the society is going to talk. Many things are going to happen. But seriously speaking, I don't know where I get my strength from. I just find myself, I pick it one day at a time. Yeah, so it's not something planned, but it's a beautiful experience and it has really changed my life for the better. Yeah.
But that's great. That's great. You said it wasn't planned.
It
So
wasn't planned.
will you call it a mistake?
No, it's not a mistake.
Okay.
It's not a mistake because whatever you are doing, you definitely get results. So if you know you are doing this, then you are going to get results for it. So
Okay.
yeah, whatever you reap, you sow. That's
Okay.
what you should have
Okay.
at the back of your head. Yes.
So it wasn't planned, but it's not a mistake as well.
Yes, it's not
Of
a
course, every
mistake
child
at
is a
all.
blessing, I suppose.
Exactly.
That's great. But then you also go to school,
Yes.
and I'm very curious, right? How old is the baby now?
She's 18 months old.
18.
18.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So that's a year and few months,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How are you able to combine all that? I mean, when you were even pregnant, were you still going to school?
No,
When you were pregnant?
I wasn't going to school in my pregnancy. At the time I
Oh.
was pregnant, truthfully speaking, I was so scared, and I had to come home, gather myself, gather that strength, find a new drive. So going back to school wasn't easy, but yeah,
You said you were scared. Why were you scared?
I was scared because you have to come home, come and tell your parents. Everybody would get to find out, and you're so scared about like what is this person thinking? What's going on? You're just confused because
Yeah.
But one thing I knew was abortion is not an option. Yes, and I was ready for that journey. It's just I didn't know how it's going to be or how to start, but I did it. Yeah, I came home, told my parents, every blasting you get, you keep it. Yeah.
Right.
And from there, like, they totally forget that all these things are happening. When the baby comes out and they are seeing the good things and having a baby, that's when they'll say, oh, it's for the best. Because at the end of the day, my mom will always say, no matter how a woman, whatever you want to achieve, no matter how money you have, you are still going to have kids. So the age is very important, but what is the most important thing is not forgetting what you want to do or where you want to head to in life.
I can tell from your words that you've actually gone through a very tough time, you
Yes.
know. 9 months, it wasn't just
wasn't
one
easy.
day. Yeah,
Yes.
it wasn't easy. There was a lot you had to go through. But then how did you get to even find out? Were you with your partner, or you just found out by yourself with some friends since you were going to school already? I
Yes.
suppose, yes.
The crazy thing, I didn't find out with my friends. I found out with my partner.
Okay.
Yeah. He saw the changes in my body first, and we talked about, but I wasn't taking it seriously. So by the time I would actually pay attention to that, I think I was 2 months gone. Yes. So we're like, okay, right now we just have to, you know, let the family know that this is what has happened. And I was expecting things to be crazy, but they are not. For my family side, it's not so crazy. For his family, it's not so crazy. What's actually crazy is your friends, with your friends and in school, and what other people are saying, like what other people who doesn't even, like, they don't know you, they don't know the real you, and they are just going to talk about it. But one thing is, you just have to ignore that side. The most important thing, if your family and his family are very cool with it, that's it.
Oh, that's beautiful. I think that's always the good part about when you find out that you're pregnant and you have a supportive partner.
Yes.
So he was supportive. He did not suggest, you know, to abort
No,
or to
he
try
didn't.
something else.
No, he didn't. He didn't. We all said abortion is not an option. So yes,
Abortion is not an option.
an option.
I'm keeping this after it. Wow. I'm really impressed. Well done.
Thank you.
And you went through the process. He was by your side
Yes.
throughout the 9 months.
Yes.
There was no complications. There were no, you know, second thoughts if I still want to keep it or not,
No,
because there was school along the way, right?
it was cool along the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying there was school as well.
Yeah.
You had to go to class. So as you said, you didn't go to class
I
anymore.
didn't. I just deferred from
It
school.
didn't affect you in any ways.
It did. Actually, it affected my school because, you know, I had to defer in the middle of so many important things going on in school. So coming back home to just sit and nurture the child and everything. So truthfully speaking, I went totally off from all social media platforms. I went off on everything because colleagues keep calling me and they are just asking questions because they know me to be the very active type in school. So not seeing me in some things, it was crazy. They would just call, what's up, what's going on? And I can't give any explanation to anybody. But yeah, it affected my schooling.
So
but
you
it's okay.
didn't give any explanation because you were afraid or you were ashamed of yourself?
I wasn't afraid or ashamed. It's just none of their business.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt like I didn't owe an explanation to anybody. It's just, if friends, like close friends, I could have told you this is the issue. So but truthfully speaking, in that period, you just don't want stress. You don't want any bad energy around you. So you just decide to keep mute about everything. Yeah. And with people you go out with, it's like, we are hanging out. Are you coming? You're like, no. And they're asking so many questions. All in all, you just don't have to explain to anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have a point. Yes, you sound really experienced, and I'm loving the conversation we're having. Right, after 9 months, you went ahead and you gave birth, and then the father was still by your side.
Yes.
Is he as young as you?
He's young as
Oh
me.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really nice of him, because nowadays in this generation we find ourselves, it's really hard to find a man. I will call him a man because of his yes, he has been able to be responsible. To find a man who actually owns up to whatever he has done and is deciding to take care of it the way he is. Are you still guys together?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
you
are
are.
together. Yes.
You are still in a relationship?
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. And are you seeing it going further into marriage or?
I do. But actually, one thing I want to clear is this, especially Ghana. They think when you have a baby with someone, then automatically you are supposed to get married to the person or something. But that's not the case at all. I am a very open-minded person. I don't like certain things. I don't agree with certain things, but it's okay. It's totally okay not to end up with the person you are having a baby with. That doesn't mean you are going to leave the person for any kind of reasons, I mean, if they are solid reasons and it can't go on, I think if the both of you are matured enough to co-parent, you are good to go. I see a future with him, but it's not by force.
I understand. Sure, of course, it's not by force. So, okay, now the baby is born, right?
Yes.
So, did you go back? You went back to school, obviously. You went back to
Yes,
school.
I did.
And I'm sure you had your mom, how she was there to help you with the baby and
Very
all.
much.
Exactly. So now you're back to school. I'm sure they see you come back to school after 9 months.
Yeah.
They've asked you, where have you been? What happened?
Yes. So my mates are in the next level and everything, and I am calm about it. I congratulate them and everything. I see pictures of, and they're like, wow. They are not the reason for whatever that went on. I can't blame anyone for it. So I'm actually happy for them. So going back to school, my mom, she's always with my baby. They are very close, so she's always with her. So me going to school is not quite easy, but it's flexible.
Okay.
Yes.
Because when you go to class, I'm sure now you're at a level behind. And then they are ahead of you.
Yes.
So you don't feel maybe you might feel that you've lacked into something or you've stayed behind and now they've moved ahead. And I'm sure they've been looking at her that she has given birth for nah, she even disappeared for 9 months. I'm sure because I'm pretty sure you weren't close with everybody.
Yes.
So some people you told them the truth and others you just decided to ignore.
Yes.
So now you come back and everybody is looking at you, pointing fingers. All sort of ideas. And she didn't even get married. She already has a baby.
Yeah.
All these things in our society is very much common. How do you deal with that when you have to go to school, study?
Truthfully speaking, I ignore because I've been like that. Like, I try not to get too much into the negative things. That doesn't mean they don't get to me, but I don't have to dwell in what someone is saying when I don't know the type of secrets the other person also has. You have seen mine, but I've not seen yours, so I don't really care. And it's, as I said, it's hard being a mother and a student, balancing the two. Because you are very busy, and there's something you want to do, and there's a baby who doesn't understand anything at all. That baby wants everything at just any time. So yeah, you always have to try to be happy and jolly, because babies don't understand you are not in the mood. They want what they want at that time. So yeah, it's crazy, but I try not to dwell into it too much, because if you are thinking about what others are saying, you are always angry, and when you are always angry, you can't really focus on taking very good care of the baby, because the baby has done nothing. So you don't have to project your anger and everything at the baby. So you just try to be calm in all situations.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So will you say that the fact that you become a mother has made you a woman, has moved you from the little girl you were in school to now a woman?
Yes. Yes, because truthfully speaking, it's a lot of things that has changed. I can proudly say she's just what I needed to start life.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh.
because I was very too much into myself. I can't call myself selfish, but yeah, that everything should be about me. But no, I had to learn to consider others first, not just other people, but from their point of view, how they are feeling as well. So caring for another person is one thing I've learned, and another thing is patience, because back then I was very impatient about a lot of things. I wouldn't even take networks messing up as a normal thing. I really get angry easily, but with my baby I've been very patient, because it's a lot of things these kids be doing, especially when they are toddlers. They make parenting so ghetto. They just try to get under your skin, like they do crazy things to get to you. But yeah, I try to be calm in all situations, so it taught me patience as well. So from the girl I was, I can proudly call myself a woman. It's a lot of things I've learned. Yes.
Nice, nice. Can you share with us on a daily, what do you do when you wake up, your baby, and then you have to go to school and you come back?
Okay. So the good part is going back to school. This time I'm not going as a regular. I went as a distance because I wanted to take part. Even though my mom is there, I really want to involve myself in raising my kid. I wanted to know that I'm always there. So it's a weekend thing. So waking up, trust me, I don't always look like this. You don't have the right to even look like this when you're with a baby. You're always doing something. It's one thing or the other. She needs this, she needs that, from taking her bath to changing diapers to feeding her, arranging toys, washing clothes, reading books, reciting rhymes, and yeah, it's like going back to
I'm sure you must be a singer by
nursery.
now.
Yes, it's like going back to nursery or kindergarten. Yeah, because I'm very busy and you want to recite A, B, C, D or something. It's crazy. So from morning to the evening, I find myself very busy. Not with anything in particular, but taking care of my kid, because 1 minute you leave them, they are just destroying things or hurting themselves, trying to plug their eyes out. Trust me, that's what they do. So I try very much to be attentive to her. So the only time I get to myself is in the evenings when she's asleep. That's when she goes to sleep around 9, 10, or sometimes not till 2 a.m. Yes.
Wow.
So I do my studying at night. I wasn't used to that, but I had to learn it. Yes. So I get some few hours of sleep. So the only times I get to rest are when in the afternoon she takes those little naps. I also nap as well. So when she wakes up, we are ready to go.
Wow. That must be an experience.
Yeah.
So I was basically thinking of her, but you said you were doing distancing. So
Yeah.
is it online?
It's not always online because you have to be on campus too. There are a lot of important things. That's what people actually think, that distance is all about online and everything. Sometimes we do have to even go to the main campus to write our exams and other things. Yes, so it's stressful, not just online. You may, like, sometimes the online keeps coming, but your presence is also needed.
So is it challenging for you to combine both the baby, even
It's-
though your mom is also helping you to combine the baby and in school? How do you try to find this balance? Is it mentally, or because I'm sure physically you are finished?
I'm finished. Physically, I'm finished, but mentally. So that's where it comes in, right? There are times you are down, like it's just too much. So after crying and everything, you just pick yourself up and you are ready to go, because
Wow.
the lecturer is waiting for you or the exam is waiting for you. So whatever you do, just know that no free periods. That's it. The earlier you understand this, the better, because there is no resting. I can't say there's any day off for me, because we just came home for the vacations and it was a crazy experience because there is the baby too waiting for me in the house. So yeah, it's not easy. But I, truthfully speaking, looking at it, I just don't know how I do it. I feel like I need to be here at this time. So I gather myself, I go, I come back home to do what I'm supposed to do. Yes.
Wow. I mean, I'm personally proud of you.
Thank you.
I feel really touched for all that you've done as a young lady like you. So you are trying to let us know that you can do both, right? You can
Yes.
have a baby,
You can.
still go to school.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So you don't have to choose, because some people actually end up choosing, having a baby, and at the end of the day you decide, let me just stay at home, take care of the baby for 2 years and go back to school maybe after. But then you're able to combine everything with just a toddler, and you're doing it so well. You should be proud of yourself.
I am.
Well done. You are.
Thank you.
Well done. So I'm pretty sure that with your experience, you would totally advise young people to tap into education.
Yes,
That is a
it's
great
very, very, very important. I don't even know why. One thing is, what I had to understand is many have, many are, and many will, because many have done it. I'm not the first person to be a mother and be in school, and many people are doing it. Many people are actually doing it, and many will do it. So at the end of the day, you just need to do what you're supposed to do for yourself. No excuses. Just go to school. It's very important. We've been hearing school is scam. It's not. It's not. You can balance. Actually, I'm planning on adding work to it. So
Hey. 1%, you want to do all that?
I can.
Ah, yes, you can.
I can.
Wow. Wow, that's the word.
Yes.
You can. Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So they just need to do it. It's tough. I'm not saying it's easy, but you just have to do it. Just know that you have to do it. You have to get a life for yourself. Find something to do. Yeah, so it's very important because at the end of the day, your kid, in future, your kid is going to question you about a lot of things. And I don't think you want your baby to see you as a weak mother or something. And if you are not going and you want to work, that's totally okay. Just do something with your life. That's it.
You're doing so well.
Thank
honestly.
you.
You're doing so well.
Thank you very much.
Combining the baby, school, and then talking this way about education, I think this is the way forward for the young ones who are listening to us or who are going to watch this video. You are really, really touching lives. I'm really touched, and I'm now trying to think if I should also have a baby soon. Right. Yeah. But then, so what are your perspective about youth empowerment? You know, because with all this you've gone through, I think in just 1 year you've been able to become a better version of yourself.
Yes.
This hasn't just been, as you said, it wasn't a mistake. It's
Yes.
something that has come and just brought the best out of you.
Yes.
What do you think about youth empowerment based on your experience?
Truthfully speaking, we the youth, I think we underestimate ourselves a lot because we think we are too young to do this, we are too young to do that. But this is a very good, it's a very good initiative, like truthfully speaking, because we really need to think high of ourselves. Yes. Looking at it, we are all coming of age. Whatever that comes your way, don't pause. It's okay to pause. Don't dwell in that place for a long time. So we are the ones to empower ourselves, because I feel like even the older ones always advising us. I don't think we take it seriously. But yeah, like you need to get it done. Just don't give up.
You know, even the advices they will tell you, now you're going to school after school. It's like they've planned your life.
Yes.
See, if you miss one, then you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
So when the baby comes like this, you'll be like, hey, Charlie, this baby there, I can't let it in because my father wants me to finish school. And then now go to work. And now, some people want to go for masters, PhD before they even go to work. So sometimes, you know, it's very difficult. And I think it also depends on the family you come from.
Yes.
You know, I think when we started, you said your family, they were not so difficult with you, and your partner's family as well welcomed everything. And
Yes.
I think that made it pretty much easy for you.
Yes.
But some people, if you go and tell your mom right
They will
now,
slap you.
they will chase you. And people are actually facing that. They
Yeah,
will chase
it's
you
true.
out of the house.
It's true.
You know, and then you go out there and people start looking down upon you because you are just a young girl and you are carrying a baby. It's like you don't know what you're doing with your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, they start saying all sort of things to you, and I think it just affects you mentally and physically.
It
brings
does.
You down.
It does. That's why I feel like people going through those things, they just decide to give up. And sometimes you can't even blame them because there's circumstances or situations brought at them. It's very difficult, like very, very, very difficult. So long story short, as we've been seeing for some days now, some things have been circulating that abortion is not an option.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not ready, use
Condom.
contraceptives.
Exactly.
But I feel like we really need to be very careful because not just anyone can bounce out of situations like this. So we really need to be very careful, very, very careful, because after giving birth, looking back, I was like, wow. I actually came out of it like, wow. Yes. So not just anybody is going to get it like that. So as our parents are trying to plan our lives, sometimes they can be too tough and not listening to what we have to say, but we really need to be careful. We really need to take care of ourselves to avoid situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever that comes your way, if the baby comes, it is a blessing. But don't give up. That's it.
Don't give up on yourself.
Don't
Don't give up on your baby.
Yes, and your
Exactly.
baby.
Don't give up on your future as well.
Exactly.
Right. And throughout this, there are, there are attacks as you work. I'm sure when you were pregnant, you were definitely going out.
Oh
Or
yes,
you were staying in the house throughout.
I stayed in the house throughout.
Hey.
No, I only went out for antenatal.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Throughout the 9 months.
Throughout
or
the
8
nine,
months.
no, throughout the 9 months, I would be inside. I just did going out and all those things. They were just crazy. I didn't like noise anymore. I used to party, but all of a sudden, those things
Did you at a particular time hate yourself?
hate myself.
Yes. Dislike yourself for the fact that at that particular moment you were now pregnant.
And sometimes you be like why? Sometimes you be like why, but it's not important. That question is very irrelevant. If it's why you, just ask like why in that particular season, what's the reason behind this, why am I supposed to do this, then that's it. You will, but don't take it too seriously, because if you dwell in it, trust me, you are going to fail, both in being a mother or trying to get a life for yourself. You are just going to fail. Yes.
And the stories did not affect you. The tags did not do anything to you.
That's why I said I know.
Because I mean, if you even went to the hospital 22 years, right? Or
Yes,
23.
and they're asking you for your age. I'm like 22.
I'm sure they will look at you like,
And then
hey.
next week, like, what's your age again? I said 22. It's crazy, okay. And when you go to the hospital and you are very young, you are going to have a baby. You see, people will be looking at you in a certain way, but that's fine. I mean, there are people, so it's okay. But the tags, they will come. The stares and everything, pointing fingers, names. Everyone is going to have an opinion.
Yes, but then we just overlook it and
You-
then you move
yes,
forward.
exactly.
Right?
Yes.
So now you're in school and you have the baby, you're having a great life. Right, the baby is a bit stubborn, but we love her like that. Yes, and then you have your partner that's he's very supportive. Your family, as well, as you said, they are really important to our lives. Their opinions also really help us get stronger to be able to have the baby and then keep going. So now that you're a student and you have a baby, what are your personal goals and aspirations? Are you looking forward to having another baby, or now going ahead with school, or you have work? As you said, you just wanted to add work to whatever you're doing.
Yes. So I'm not trying to have another baby.
Okay.
At least not for now. Not for any reasons, but I think one is okay. Yes, one is okay to spin the block. So I want to go to school. I want to complete school, get my degree. Find something to do for myself. I mean, I'm planning on going to school now till I get what I get.
Who do you want to be? Do you have any particular profession you would love to do? Who do you want to be in the next maybe 5 years, 10 years?
And there's this one Nigerian lady. I personally don't know her, but I admire her a lot. Yeah. She's Elizabeth Jack Rich. Yeah, so she does so many things. You see, right now it's not like she's in this area or this area. She's been in politics and everything. Yeah, so I mean, I really don't see myself working for anybody, but I'm going to make my name and leave my mark.
After that, well done. That's beautiful. So as we're about to end our conversation, do you have any words of advice, anything you want to share to any young lady who is going through the same situation as you, or probably who is about to and she doesn't know her left and right, she's confused, or anybody who has decided to leave school just to take care of the child, or probably actually has gone through abortion? Just any word of advice.
It's okay. It's totally okay. Don't blame yourself. Don't talk down on yourself. Don't think someone is doing more than you are doing. You are enough and you will pull through. Don't give up. Don't dwell in the past. If you had a baby, it's okay. Keep it moving. If you had the abortion, It's not okay to have the abortion, but don't dwell in it too much. Try to make a better life out of everything. It's totally okay. Whatever your mistakes are, whatever it is, it's okay. It's fine. Just try not to repeat some things again, because you may not come out of them again, right? So learn from your mistakes and find a life. Do something. Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much for those words.
Thank you.
So whatever decision you make is totally okay. Don't dwell in it and just move forward. If you'd like to join us or you want to be part of this, please do well to register with us. Bye.